we need to create the first PICT BCA underscore Java. This is the our today's topic. Finish.
Finish.
Okay. And since it is a simple Java project, it will create the source package. So you can remove this default. Better to remove. Okay, let's start with the Java project. And before going to create the Java project, we need to create a package. Package is nothing but
Okay.
it is a folder hierarchy. So you can create any in your computer. If you keep a songs file, if you create a Java program, if you create a personal banking account, so you create a different folder. It keeps the information in different folder. That is the concept of a package. So you first create a package. Always you will write the program inside Java package. So package is a convention reverse of the company name. So here we are writing com dot PICT dot BCA dot Java training. So first we create the package. The first in a core Java. Today our target is to go through entire core Java. First we need to create the a simple Hello Java program. This is the first program we need to clear each and every portion of it. First, we are going to create a simple program, Hello Java program. So far, it creates a public class Hello World, and we need to create a main method, PSTM, and we are creating a main method. Every Java program, to execute a Java program, it should have a main method. A public static void main, and we can write the line system.out.println. This is the most basic program, and first program we learn the DDL. We first start with the Java, and this is the most basic program in Java. And before going to start in the Java program, if we want to discuss about the what are the benefits of Java, what are the good features of Java. Java is in market in 25 years around. There are lots of reasons. Reason is like Java is a highly stable programming language, highly secure programming language, and Java is a main features, have a multiple features, but main feature you can keep remember that is called
platform independent.
Yes, the platform independent, one of the biggest feature. And now today multiple technology comes in the market. They all are platform independent. But Java technology was the pioneer. Java was the first technology, okay, and which comes to the market, which was a platform independent from the day one. Okay. Before that, when actually in 2000 around that time in market, programming language was a Visual Basic, Foxpro, and there is a MySQL Server editor. Sorry, not MySQL. There is a SQL Server editor. All are platform independent. Have to use your Windows database, a Windows operating system. But Java was the pioneer programming language. It comes to the market from the day one. With the concept of mind, it will be run once and it will execute everywhere. You can compile once and execute everywhere. The concept, it creates the binary. It goes to it can execute any machine. Okay, that is the advantages of the Java. And if anybody asks what are the best three features, okay, you can keep and remember one keyword that is called phi. You can keep it on. Remember, this keyword is called phi.
Phi.
Yes, P I I E P I E. P for polymorphism. Polymorphism. I for inheritance.
Inheritance.
And E for encapsulation.
Okay.
These are the three biggest features of Java. Okay, Java has multiple things, but these are the three programming features. Okay, platform independent, that is a benefits overall for Java programming. But in terms of coding related, how Java implement, so there is a polymorphism is one of the biggest features. Okay, it implements using method overloading and method overriding. Next is the inheritance. Inheritance, actually it is a, if you want to do the program, and actually you have to do the implement inheritance in your project, and there are lots of inheritance when we are using Java program, and like it is automatically internally uses so many library classes. The library classes it's inherited. Okay.
Okay.
The polymorphism inheritance encapsulates this word phi you can keep remember, and this is the most strong features of Java. Now we have to discuss about the is Hello Java program. In Hello Java program, there are many things need to learn. First, if you go to the on the top, if any for any Java program, if you create Java program inside a package, you have to write package name on the top. A package name will be the first line of the Java program. It will be on the top. Okay. And it is a com.tict. As per our suitable, we will create the package structure. Next is this is when you will be write the Java program, definitely you will write some comment. Comment is Java, you can write three way in comment. There is three way we can write comment. It is a called single line, you can write the single line comment. It is a called multi-line. Okay, you can do the multi-line comment. Okay, and it is a multi-line comment, and there is another is another one comment is there. I cannot remember. So there is a three type of comment. You can comment is actually during compilation. Actually, it avoid those lines to execute. So these are the not required. It is a not part, but it is a help to documentation purpose.
Okay.
Next, come to the line. What is the first line? Is a public. It is a part of the public. What is a public? Public is a access specifier. There is a four way in the Java variables or methods can access. There is a four way. One is a, if we do not mention, even if we do not create any package, we can create a Java program. If we do not create any package, still we can create a Java program. We can write a Hello Java program without any package. And that is means actually that time there is no access specifier. If we do not, if you are not required any access specifier, that is called default. That is called default. It's a public, private, protected, and default. If we do not mention anything, that is the default. We mention the private is accessible only inside that package. Okay.
Class and its members.
Yes, and protected it is a medium. Okay, it will be access to subclass level, and private this is only that class. Okay, nothing will be inherited. Okay, these are the four access specifier in Java. Okay, how to remember? If anybody of use any Balagurshami books or any others in website also in Java 2.0, you will be noticed that there is a table. There is a table and there is a row, and there is a tabular data structure is there, and where accessible and where not accessible.
Okay.
Next, come to the type is a class. Actually, class. What is class? Class we always tell the Java is a object-oriented programming language. But object is a virtual. Actually, we tell the object is like book. In front of it is a book. Book is an object. Book has length, breadth, color, everything. But how I will represent in Java? In Java, I can represent Java. It is in using Java class. So class is a blueprint of object. Class is a reality of the implementation of the object in Java. Next is the Java program name. Hello world. Hello world. Actually, there is a style. You should start with a character H capital, world W will be capital. This is camel caps. first word of a character will be capital. Understand?
Okay.
Next is line we need to keep remember public static void main. Public static void main. Actually, why this is? If I remove it, I remove it public. Actually, if I remove it, if I do the programming compile, okay, and it will okay. Just you try to run. There is no problem, no error. Okay, program is not showing any error.
Yes,
If you run the program, then what will happen? Try to run the program. Actually, it is a class. If you try to run the program, it is showing that does not have a main method. Actually, it is like a if you onboard in a plane, okay, or in a bus,
yes,
it has a window. So if you do not kept window open, how people will onboard in the bus, onboard in the airplane? Okay, so that means your door will need to keep public. Understand?
okay,
So actually, JVM Java is different. Actually, where this program is going to store and where Java compiler has been stored, both are in different location. Okay, it is storing in the NetBeans project, and Java is the Java software. But then, how it will access outside things? First of all, to access
exactly.
outside things, we need to make the public. We need to make the public. Okay, and all of you, I want to inspire all of you. Actually, always you will keep in remember is a Java is a very if you open the in Balagurshan books or any actually when I was a student, there is one message is the books is Java is called a fun language. There is a big term in Java books. Many Java books it is written. Java is a fun language. So if you take Java, learning Java as a fun, okay, if you take learning Java as like you are playing, and if you think you are doing a leisure, you are doing relaxation, and if you that way you accept this program, it will be your really it will change your life. It will change your life. Okay,
Okay.
that is the way you have to take. If you take no very serious, I have to do the Java exam, and I have to get the 8 grade score, and that is the reason I will start to keep remember like history or any other subject DBMS. Okay, I will keep remember everything. Okay, really you will be failing. You cannot be Java developer. Okay. For semester
Okay.
purpose, that is different thing. Since I am a professional, I work okay, and you need to even. I want to tell the story. Actually, when I was a student in MCA, my Java score was 100. Okay, because this is the programming language I felt such interesting. Okay, and I realized that this programming language can change my life. And you take this way as a play. Okay, someone is trying to join Redmi 2. I am really apologize not to attend. Realme Pro, go ahead and
Realme 2 Pro.
yes, I do not want to enter. Okay,
Okay.
what is the problem to join with the proper name? The next is first, what I advise you, you need to take Java as your life playing. Okay, the hours
Yes.
you will spend with the Java programming language, think you are spending some leisure time, you are playing with the programming language. If that is the way you take it program, and if that is the way you do the work with the Java programming, really you will enjoy all time. Okay, don't take it too serious
Okay.
about Java programming. Programming language itself is not too serious. It is not very complex. It is not too complex, and it is another thing. Always you need to think about it. You will not choose any things as your profession which is too tough for you, and which is too easy for you. In that case, what will happen? You will not get the your value. Okay, you will not get the value which you deserve in the professional market or IT market. You will not deserve. If you choose too easy things, you will not get the value in the market because there is a lots of crowd there. If you choose such a tough thing, which is a very complex thing, okay, it's a rocket science, it will be go upon your head, you will be never. But believe me, Java is not at all too easy, it is not too tough, but it is a really medium category.
Yes.
Next is the static. Why static is there? If we do not static, what will happen? If we do not static, if we try to keep program in compilation, and if you try to compile the Java program, and if you
Hello.
okay, if you one thing, can you lock the say, okay? So anybody, it's many times coming and we're really disturbed. We can lock the room. There is option lock on it, so nobody will be allowed further. No one else can join. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, if you remove static, then what will happen? What will happen? Actually, your program, if you write the command prompt, program will compile. But if you run the program, actually it will give an error. Main method not found. Okay. It will show that does not have a main method. Again, it is a
Okay.
your door is open, but it is door is open, but it is not. It actually able to enter the in the main method, because first you need to create a at the beginning when this hello world program is running. Actually, any constructor of not created, and that means any object not created. So
Yes.
it have to enter in the program. So that is the window, is a main method is a window. But if you stop static, a default constructor will not able to create. The default constructor, actually, if we write or not write, always during compilation, a default constructor like it creates. It creates by default.
Okay.
These things create in default. It is when the moment you compile the program, and if you any Java program dot class created, if you decompile dot class program, you will be find that inside that Java class there is a default constructor. That means JVM during the compilation it adds a default constructor to your program. Okay, but if you write or not write, that default constructor actually creates the instance. Okay, and that is called actually, and that is the reason static is required. Okay.
Okay.
Next, I want to discuss the return type void. Actually, it's a main method. Void, your program method can have any type of return type. It may be primitive type. It may be object. Yesterday we have done the class. Student here was the return type, and object can return. And if it is do not return anything, that we mention as a void. Next comes the main method. Main method is a it is a defined. It is a Java recognize this method. Okay, it is a already Java programmers designed this way, and it can main method should be there. Otherwise, a program will not run. Next is the string args. What is the value of string args? Actually, we can do the command line argument program. We can do the
Yes.
command line argument program. That means if you write the program, we are running this program through editor. If we run the through command prompt, and we can give enter value, okay, and it will work, and it will take the value, and from that command line value it will print. And actually that is the reason it's a string args is the structure that we need to enter the command line argument value. This is the explanation of this line. Next, our next line is the in Hello Java system.out.println. System.out.println. What is system? If I ask, many of you will not able to give the answer of the what is system. You will give the what is the common answer. Okay, from resource. Common answer is system is nothing but a system. Someone says system is a computer system. Someone says system, it is a Java package. Someone says system is a library. But what is really system? You can check by yourself, just clicking a press in a button. You can press control button. Click here. Okay, enter your life. You will never have to remember it. Okay, even in your while academic teachers, they do not able to show you. Okay, because they do not explore it. And if you click here, actually you click, just see what is class, what is system. What is written here? Public final class system. Public final class system. That means it is a system is a library class. System is a library class. In which package? Java.lang package. If you go to the top, there is a Java package, Java.lang package, and system is a library class. I think after watching these things in your eyes, you will be never forgetting. Okay. What is
Yes.
system? System is a library class inside Java.lang package. Okay.
Okay.
Every package we need to import, we need to mention on the top except java.lang package. Actually, during compilation of the program, JVM automatically inject it, import java.lang during compilation. During compilation, actually it enters the default constructor also. It imports the java.lang package also in your program. So it is clear to all of you. Next, another thing is all of you notice another features of system class. It is a public final class. It is a final class. That means actually in these library class we can't inherit. If we write the final in front of any Java class, that Java class will be protected from inherit. If you want to protect a class from inherit to the next level, okay, it will not work. Okay, system class cannot
Yes.
inherit. So that is the reason it is a final class. You can check in
Yes, sir.
sir if anybody is waiting for join.
Okay, sir.
I have logged it. If anybody, well, then in that case I will allow. Otherwise, it is we are feeling disturbed in the middle.
Souvik is wanting to join, sir.
So we is wanting. Actually, what is the problem is if in between every time they join, that is big problem. Let me.
They're joining with their alias name, with their different name.
That is the problem. I
Or
do not
what?
expect it. Okay. Okay, I have unlocked it. Next is the system.out. Every time, actually, this is a very crucial line. Everywhere we use system.out.println. Next thing is out. If anybody asks you of anybody, what is out? Yeah, okay. What you will say? Out is nothing but out is a for out. Okay, yes. I have asked many people. Okay, what is out? Output out. Out is a to print output. No, actual answer is out is what is out. You just click here, in press control button, click here. Just check what is out. Out is a object of print stream class. Out is an object of print stream. There is a in java.io package there is a class named print stream, and out is an object of print stream class. But out is a static variable. Out is a static variable, static object type variable. A static variable or static method, static variable or static method can access using java.classname.method name or classname.variable name. Classname
Okay.
dot method name, classname dot variable name. Since out is an object of static object of system class, since we are writing system dot out, we are not required to creating object as a new operator. Okay, it is not required to create new operator. If it is a
Okay.
static, we can directly access class name dot variable name, class name dot
Okay.
method name. That is the reason we are writing system dot out. I think it is completely clear to everybody because it is a completely
Yes.
new thing. Every time we always use a system dot out of println, but nobody really clearly know what is system dot out of println. Last is println. Okay. Now, if println, this method is written in print stream class. In print stream.java in Java, print stream class name has a method println, and this println actually we are accessing object dot print stream. Print stream out is an object of print stream class,
Yes.
and println is a method of print stream class. And actually we are getting the value. What is reality in happening? We are writing hello world. This object, this value is getting as a parameter. Actually, this value is getting as a parameter in the println here, and it is actually printing here. Okay, this is the way
Okay.
it is a printing. It is the internal things is happening.
Okay.
This is the internal things is happening. This is the explanation of system.out.println. Now I want to come to anybody. Okay, is there any doubt, any single portion of any portion you are not understanding this basic Hello Java program? This is the first Hello Java program. We need to know entire picture clear, all of us. Okay, am I able to clear the Hello Java program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, this is the program one. I'm doing the second program. I'm writing this as an example 2. This is a second example of Java program.
Yes.
What we are going to do here now, first program we have done a single Java class. Second program we are going to do with a two Java class in a Java single program, but it have a multiple Java class. We can keep multiple Java class in a program. Our program name is example 2. We can write a public static void main. After today's session, I want to hear from all of you who are attend. Java program language is very tough or medium. I think I will get everybody's answer is the most easy programming language.
Okay.
Okay. This is a Java example 2, and here we can keep another Java class. Like we can write a method here, public void
Okay.
I'm writing some variable.
Okay.
And actually what is happening, and if we use the two Java class, then what I have to do, I have to create the object. I have to create the object because it is a separate Java class. I need to create object. sorry. Example 1, object dot method. This is the already method is coming. This is the way
Yes.
actually what we are doing. It is a very simple program. We are creating the two Java class, and here actually this is the way we are creating constructor. We are creating object. We are creating object. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, what is reality happen? What it reality happen? It's really every in this example one. If you write it, you will able to understand. It creates always a default constructor. You write here example one. So this is called default constructor. Actually, if you click here, just notice where control is going. If I click here and pressing control, okay, just I am clicking. Actually, it is calling the default constructor. The default constructor, actually, if you create or not create, it will be always create in Java program. Okay, default constructor will always created. And what is the output of the default constructor? It is the output. Many time I ask questions. I take the interview every week. What a constructor returns? A method have a return. This is a displays a method. And many times you will face the interview question or any viva, because if in your college after project there is a project viva happen. What is the difference between constructor and method? The method always returns something, but a constructor does not have any return type. A constructor does not have a return type. But why not return type? Because constructor always return instance, and constructor always return instance. How we are understanding?
Repeat,
Constructor always return instance. Output of the constructor is an instance of the object. So that is the reason. If I click here and it is calling it, even if I do not write it, even if I do not write it, internally these things is happening actually. Internally these things is happening. It is returning the instance of the object. Okay, it's creating internally, and it is the output of the calling constructor. So constructor always return instance of the object. That is the difference between constructor and normal method in Java. Okay. Hope I am able to clear and all of you what is the difference in constructor, and this is the second programming example using two Java class.
Yes.
Next, what we learn. Okay, this is the example. All of you are able to understand output. Okay, this is the display name, and inside the Java class, these are the two output. Next, actually, how we need to learn how this program is running. What is the happening in background? Actually, we are using editor. Even for a simple Java program, if you do not write editor, you can do the Java program in command prompt. In command prompt, in black command prompt, you can write the program. If you go to run, here you can if you go to the command prompt, here you can, this is the way you can run the Java program. You can run the Java program, and you need to go to the correct path of the Java file, and you need to write the Java C program name, like example 2.java. This is the command to compile a Java program. But before that, you need to go to the correct path of this file, where you will keep in your folder location Java files. You need to go to cd change directory, go to that path, and then write the Java C program name .java. It creates the compilation. So Java is the what we are writing actually Java code, that is called source code. Next, it is a converting to the Java compiler. It converts the .java class, that becomes the bytecode. Okay, and that bytecode actually when it will deploy in the Windows machine, okay, it is a convert to the machine level code. and it is deploying to the Linux server. It is going to the Linux operating system respective machine level code. Okay, if you deploy in the Apple Macintosh system, it will convert to the according to their code. So this is the way, and those things is doing by interpreter, Java interpreter, and this is these changes is doing compiler. There is a Java compiler and Java interpreter. Okay, so this is the things is happening background for a Java program compilation and execution. Am I able to clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So what are the steps? If you draw the steps, okay. First is the Java program, then Java compiler, then it is going to the Java virtual machine code. It creates the bytecode, and then actually bytecode to this is a Java interpreter, and Java interpreter actually is finally all of you know the program a computer has. It understands two things, that is 0 and 1. That is
yes.
Finally the 0 and 1. So that is it converts to the machine level programming. Okay, so that is the way a Java program runs.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, so first chapter we cover in core Java. Next, what we learn, and Java is a Java program. Example 3. In Java program, what you need to learn? In C program, if you have any idea about the basic C program, there is a variable, there is a data type, there is a constant. We can create the program with a basic variable, basic data type, and basic. These are the things we need to create a file. You know, you can write a simple program, and we can suppose we can create some variable like int x equal to 10. Int there is a what are the data type? Int float y equal to int float char Okay, so there is the 4 basic data type: int, float, char, double, and also boolean.
Yes.
True or false? These are the very basic data type in a Java program. Very basic data type in a program. Primitive. These are called primitive data type: int, char, float, double, boolean. Clear?
Okay. Yes.
Then actually we can change to another type is in string. In Java, we can create another variable that is called string. This is in Java. Earlier in C programming, there we treat string is an array of character. In earlier program, C program, string is an array of character. But in Java, it is treated as an object. In Java, it treated as an object. It is in Java, string is not treated as an array of character. It is treated as a object. String is actually object. Okay. Actually, you can write this or you can write like this. Okay, actually it is doing the same. These things is actually doing. Okay, but actually for string, it is a design such a way you can write the just double quote.
Okay.
But here in string, it creates the objects.
Okay.
Okay, so then you can print out it. You can just give. You can write the all data type. and you can print. Okay, you can run. All of you are clear? Just run the program.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just all things is output is a x, y, a, the boolean value, string value. All is the output. Very simple program.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So up to this is the third program we are doing. If Java is really very tough, are you feeling any tough things in this?
No, sir. It's interesting.
It's so easy. Actually, what is the biggest problem happened for Java? Actually, I am in the 14 years in this line actually. There is a lots of actually rumors is lots of that. Okay, even when I was a student like you, okay, we always okay. Oh my God, Java is very tough. Everybody actually, if everybody surrounding you tell the Java is very tough, then what will happen? You will also try to believe it is Java is very tough. Okay, the things is that is the one misconception among the people. Okay, so that is the one misconception. Okay, this Java is a tough.
Okay.
Java programming language actually it in my realization, whenever I feel even tired, okay, I need some relaxation. If I do the
Yes.
Java program, actually I will be fully okay, even energy. Actually, Java, you treat Java is like that. You, all programming, Java is like that. Okay, so we need to come to a conclusion. What are the types of there is a if you go to any project, any books or any tutorial site, data types. Data types is the primitive data types. Primitive data types are numeric and non-numeric. Here is
Yes.
two types. There is a numeric, is an integer float, and non-numeric character and boolean. This is the non-numeric, and there is a non-primitive. This is
Yes.
not primitive. It is a non-primitive like a even Java class is also a data type. We are writing the example 3. It is a data type, is a class. Even we are writing
Yes.
string str. It is a string is nothing but a Java class. If if I ask you string is a Java class, how will believe in? Okay, string. You just press control here. You just press control here. Check. That is the interesting things in NetBeans. If you just press control and click, and actually what is string? If anybody asks what is the string in Java, you can tell the string is a library class. In which package? In
Yes.
which package? Java.lang package. In Java.lang
Okay.
package, string is a library class, public final library class. Why it is final? You cannot inherit it. Those big architects, they have prepared this library. You cannot change the string class. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is the then string. The string is a non-primitive data type. Class is a non-primitive data type. Okay, there is this
Yes,
is
sir.
the total data types in Java. This is the program. Okay,
Yes.
and you can keep a comments on the top. That will be better to remember. Okay, this program demonstrate. We all students are clear. Okay, I want to see. Okay, you can
Yes.
give your response in chat box also. Okay, today we have
Yes.
started a complete ground level in Java. Okay, so each and every small bit of Java program we are doing. Next program we can create the example 4. this program we will do the program PSVM. Okay, what in this program we learn, we have to take the value from keyboard console. Already we have done the things, but till I want to, since I am with all topics, I do not want to skip a topic. That is, we want to take the value from keyboard console. Okay, earlier we made the all value as hard coded. Okay, I want to take the value from keyboard. That is the reason. There is a, when I was a student in Java, before Java 1.5, we to take a Java input from console, I need to write minimum 2-3 line coding. To take the value from keyboard console, I need to take the 3 lines of coding. But now in Java 1.5 onwards, it's very easy. We write the scanner. Then new scanner. Dot in. Okay. Next comes the scanner. What is, if anybody asks you, what is scanner class? Scanner class nothing but a library class. Library class, it is in Java.util package. It is in Java.util package. There is a, like lang is a package, util is also a package. Okay. Actually, like a, what is a package? What is the, if we always discussing, we have to package. What is a package? Actually, package is a, like actually someone is going to the wedding. So after wedding, today's date, today's day actually they go to the in a caterer for wedding package. After wedding, going to couple going to the honeymoon. There is a honeymoon package. Okay. Actually, even if people death, after death, okay, there's a to do the some post some ceremony. There is also a package. So now it is a concept of everybody you need to do the package, and package makes your life easier because they already habituated. Okay, you are not required to take the more headache. So you want to do the take the input from keyboard console. So scanner class already inbuilt. So your 99% task is done by Java library class. So you need to do the one line coding, write the, okay, enter. And there is a okay, there is lots of next. If you write this, actually next in general next type is a string. Next line is a for string. Next, if you want to next integer type, next int, next float, next double, next byte. Okay, and that is the all of the types. Okay, you can just write okay which is fit for you. Okay, if you require to take the input or double, you write the next double. If you require okay generic value, that is it. All are generic is a string. Okay, take the next. So this is the most basic program to take keyboard console. Run the program. Okay, enter your name. Okay. So this is the most simplest program to take the keyboard console. Okay, I think it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, we need to learn the variable example 5. What is the title of this program? Keyboard console input. Next, example 5. Here we need to learn the three things. All of you, this is a very important topic. All of you need to concentrate. actually Java has a three types of variable. Java has a three types of variable. One is a three types of variable. One is called instance variable, instance variable. One is class variable. One is local variable.
Okay, sir.
One is instance variable, one is Java class variable, one is local variable. There is a three example. So what is this? Okay. Let's do a program. Public void oh sorry, already we have written public static void. Next, create another class, then you'll be able to understand. First, I want to show that there are three types of variable. One is called instance variable. What is instance variable? Instance variable is this. I am creating object of this class. This variable, this test is a variable. It is called instance variable. This test is a variable. It's called instance variable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next, we need to know the class variable. What is class variable? This is a Java class. Okay, or this is a Java class. Okay. If I want to declare here anything, int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. Okay, and these are the variable. It is declared in which level? Actually, this variable, it is in class level, or you can declare any value in this outside of main method, outside of the
Okay, sir.
main method, outside of main method, like you are writing here. Even if we write static, static, these are the variable. It is not inside method. It is not inside method. Okay. So if you access this variable, you can access this variable like this. Okay. If it is not required to create the object. Even it is not required. If you comment it, if you comment it, and if you write it, to write it x, here you are writing test. This is a class dot x variable. If you write the class dot x class dot y. Okay. This is the variable. Can you notice it? We are accessing this variable without creating new object. Without creating any new object, we are accessing this variable test.x, test.y. Actually,
Yes,
this
sir.
is the variable in class level. This is called class variable. This is called class variable. If we run this, it will print. This is called class variable. Third is called local variable. If I want to declare here, actually, if I access this variable, z variable, actually z variable lifespan is limited only starting of this program and closing of the program. The moment control is going outside of this method, show method, its life gone. Okay, so it is a very temporary. It is called local. Its lifespan only inside the method. That is a reason it's called
Local.
local variable. Its
Yes.
lifespan, if we create 100 objects of the test, it will create the alias of x and y to 100 objects. But these object will be not alias, this method will be not alias to every method. Since it is a non-static, we have to create the object first and we need to access the method. This is the way, there is a difference between three variable, instance variable, here test is an instance variable, xy is a local variable, and this z is a, sorry, xy is a static, it is a
Class
class
variable.
variable, and z is a local variable. So this is the
Okay.
simplest example of about three kinds of variables. I hope I am able to clear to everybody. All of you who are you can reply in chat box also. Whether it is clear
Yes.
or I need to repeat. Okay, do not hesitate to tell me. Okay, what is written? Convoy is written only 17 catches today. Okay, so no issue. We can. We are trying our level best, but resource do not join. Then there is no, we cannot do anything. Okay. Next, we need to learn the type example 6. Okay. Here we need to learn the typecasting. This program will be about typecasting.
Okay, sir.
Actually, typecasting, what is called typecasting? Typecasting means if we want to, we can, it's a big type, we can reduce to small type. Like it is a double is a big, but we can reduce to change it to X. Actually, like a person who does not have any money, can he give the donate to the money? Okay, no. The
Okay.
person who have money, he can donate. Okay, those who have value, you can, but you cannot. Who do not have money, you cannot force him to give the 1 crore money. So that is the
Yes.
reason you cannot typecast to small to big. Big to small, you can do the typecasting. Okay.
Okay.
Like if it is a, if we declare int y equal to 100.0. Okay, if you int x equal to okay, this is the program, simple program here, right? Actually, what we are doing, we are typecasting big value to small value. we are typecasting big value to small value. This is x is a integer. So we can typecast big value to a small value always. So any type of big value you can convert to the small value.
Okay.
But you cannot convert to character to non-numeric to, like you cannot convert to string to int. It is not possible. You cannot convert a string variable to a int variable. That is not a similar type. Okay. So you can typecasting double to integer, float to integer, but you cannot typecasting int to double. You cannot do. Okay. Small to big.
Vice versa is not possible.
Yes, vice versa not possible. Okay. So this is the basic program. Next, we will go to the control statement. Next is our program will be in control statement. That is called decision making. Okay. Next example. Decision making. It's called. Write the ESEM.
এটা এলো, যেটা আসার পর ফোন পেয়ে যাবে সেটা করার নেই।
Okay, please keep mute yourself. Okay, please keep mute yourself. Okay. In decision making is very simple. We can write the if else condition, like if condition if. If it is a simple program x and y, if we compare the x and y, it is very simple. The if else program, it is if and else. X greater than y, or else you can write y plus this is the simple program or if else program. Run the program. Okay, this very small program on in compilation. Let me check whether there is option to mute everybody. Okay, everybody is a request. I'm requesting everybody to make your uh, all mute. Okay, only as a speaker I can. Okay, otherwise you can respond in chat, and all of you please mute. Since this class is going to recording, please maintain the etiquette actually to keep it mute. Okay. This is the simple ePels program. This program is clear to all of you. Simple ePels program is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but you didn't run this program.
Okay.
Ran this program.
Okay. Let me run this program. Okay, this is showing that 20 is greater than 10. That means it's what it is going control x equal to 10, y equal to 20, x 10 greater than 20. It is a true or false. It is a false, so it is not, this line is not executing. So it is going to next line, y greater than 10. It is a executing y greater than 10. This is the simple line. It is a simple if else block, or happen you have learned in C program or other program. It is a simple. Okay, same thing. Nothing changed. Again, this is the way you can do the if else, multiple if else there. That is called nested if else ladder. You can, if it is required, if this condition, okay, else this, again if, again else, again if, again else. The if else, it is called if else ladder. If it is required multiple if else, you can do it. But it is a convention of the Java coding guideline. If else should not be not more than 4 level. Not more than 4 level. You cannot do the 100 if else. Okay. Suppose you are doing the program and there is a multiple choice. Okay. Better if those cases required, you can use the switch case. In that case, you use the switch case program. Multiple case is required, similar type. There is an option for switch case. Next, I want to do a very simple program for switch case, learning switch case. Next.
Please run this program, sir.
No, I already run this program. Already, okay, let me run again. Okay, this is the example. If you change the value, now, x equal to 10, y equal, if you change the value, it is a 50. Now run the program. $50 greater than 20. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This is the very simple program. Next, we need to learn the switch case program. Okay, like you can write a line scanner this out, enter, enter.
What we are going to do in this example, sir?
Switch case, simple switch case, switch case.
Okay.
Enter your, like the corona status, there is a three category. One is the red zone, orange zone, and green zone. Okay, so you want to input R for red, O for orange, and G for green. And if it is nothing, no way, you can default. Okay, that is the four category you can change. So you can create a switch case, and you will put the R category R, then it will go to the red zone. It is a G, it is a green zone, and it is a O, it will be orange zone. So input the like the single character. Okay. Enter your input to select. Let's write the scanner. Cat is C equal to scan dot next we want to take the character input. Okay, next in the character boolean and next. What is the compatible type with character? Next. NEXT. Sorry, next. There is no type as character. Boolean is there. Okay. Incarnate there. Okay. Then okay. Now you can create the switch case block. You can create the switch case block. WITCH switch. In contact with another. Okay. Let's start with it work with the string. Now you yes. Yes. You did. Wind. red, green, yellow, and orange. It is a very simple program. Okay, and just we need to give the input. According to input, it will be matched with the character. According to input, it will match with character, and it will input all lines in that case, switch case area. Okay, let's run the program. Then wait. One minute. Wait. Okay, all of you need to note here it is a printing Kolkata, Howrah, South Northeastern in red category. Okay. Hello, all of you. Actually, what is the output here? Actually, here you will notice that since it is a program, open the program, try to understand the switch category. First, it is a
Yes.
matching with the red category. Then it will print this line, this line, this line, this line. You will notice the output. It is everything is in output. If you run the program, all lines are in output. Just run the program. I am giving the rate. What is coming? All lines are in printing. Okay, first line, second line, third line, fourth line. All are coming. Yes or no? This line printed, this
Yes,
line
sir.
printed, this line printed, this line printed. But if I print the green, then these will be not printed. Okay, write the program again. I am giving the input as a green as input. You will notice the second line onwards printing. It will print it from this line onwards. This line onwards, everything is printed. If we
Yes,
print
sir.
orange, you can run the program, give the printing input as a orange, orange category. Actually, it is printing from here to everything, from this line
Yes.
to default. Okay,
Default.
and next you run. Who is it? Need to go again. It's alias name. I will not. Okay. Next, if let me run the program, it will be not matching with any category. It will not matching with any category. Write something. Okay. Which is not red, not green, not orange. Then it will go to the which category? All are in
Default.
general default category.
Okay.
Next,
Yes, sir.
what you need to learn? Actually, you have noticed if I print the red, it is printing here, it is printing here, it is printing here, it is printing. Everything is printed. But my expectation, my answer will be only it will print, only it will print. Then we need to write the keyword break. We need to write the keyword break. Then if it is matches with red, then it will not print any other things. You need to write the break. You need to write the break. Now if you run only red, it will print only these two lines. Okay, if it green, it will print only these two lines. If it is only these two lines, and not every line will print.
Only that colored areas will be printed.
Yes. Just enter. So it is printing only these two lines. Kolkata, Howrah, North 24 Parganas, these are in red category. Okay, so this is the one of the most basic example as a switch case example. Like in our home switchboard, there is a switch for bathroom, switch for dining place, switch for kitchen, switch for everybody. In MCP box, it has a switch for entire home. Okay, but which plug is on, current will flow to that plug. Where is a switch off, it will not flow. It is a similar like a switch case program. Which case will match, it will access. It is access, it is access. Okay, so this is the very basic simple program about the switch case program. Okay, let me tell whether am I able to clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Non-use of break for fall through. Okay, take it. Right things. And yes, if you do not use break, then it will go to the everything will be access. Okay, so this is the one of the smallest example about the switch case operator. It is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next things we will learn basic Java program, conditional operator. Mayank, actually, am I able to convince you properly, step by step, each and all after one program? Am I able?
Yes,
to?
sir.
You are able to follow it?
Yes, sir.
All of you
It's
able to
very
follow it?
interesting.
Next, how do we learn? Very simple thing. Actually, another thing is while you learn program, Java program, many cases you will see the many books have a complex program. I can give the example of switch case much more complex way. I can write a most simplest program. First, it is a request all of you. Whenever you learn the anything as simple small program you will learn. So it will be always you will feel that it is very easy. And if you do the same switch case program in a highly complex way, okay, that program will be then you will feel that it is a tough. Okay, try to do program most simplest way.
Okay, sir.
Learn the switch. Now we want to understand basic conditional operator. And conditional operator, it is a alternative of if else program. Alternative of if else program means what I am telling you. If x greater than y greater than. Okay. So this program actually I want to do the if else program. And what is the better way? I can do this program in conditional operator. Okay, same program. I am doing the same program in x equal to 10 int y equal to 20. Next, I want to write the conditional operator. Okay, int equal to y. Okay, what we are doing, suppose x, if x greater than y, then we are printing actually value will be z equal to greater than, it means true. So we are writing 1. else it will print 0. It means it is a false. Okay. Whether x greater than y, it is a 1. If it is not greater than, it's printing the 0.
Okay.
We can now we can if this is the program. Here it's a x equal to 10, y equal to 20. So x greater than y. Definitely it is a false. So it will be 0. So then it will go to the this program that that it will be y is greater than x, and if it is a true, then x greater than y. So what is our business logic? We have written the logic here. We have written the logic using conditional operator. We have written logic using a conditional operator.
Okay.
Okay. Run the program. Check the 20 greater than 10. Now again you revise the, if I change it, if it is a 30 now, then the control will come to x greater than y. Okay, 30 greater than y. Then it is going to the else block, if block. So this is the one of the most simplest example of conditional operator. Example of conditional operator.
Yes.
Conditional. Clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Next, go to program number 10. In example, what we learn now, there is a loop. Loop is one of the most important factor in our Java program. Loop. It is a there are three kinds of loop. One is a for loop, while loop, do while loop. What is a for loop, while loop, and do while loop? There is a three kinds of loop.
Okay.
Okay. And then what is the difference? We want to do a very simple program, and when loop is used, when the iterative. Suppose I have an array. I want to iterate an array. Okay. Then how I'll do? The loop is the only option. I can iterate an array. The first, understand what is loop. Like I have a int x equal to an array, int array 20, 30, 40, 50. 50, 25. I have this an array. This is an array. So if I want to print it, this is a simple array, and here you write it for loop. If I want to iterate this array, how I can iterate? We can iterate like this array. For the first loop is a for loop.
Okay.
Int I equal to 0 less than I less than x, so x dot length semicolon I plus plus. Okay, if you do this, this is the very simple program. I have an array, I want to iterate it. So how we can use? We can use the for loop. So what is the learning of the for loop? For loop has 3 steps. First is the initialization. It is called initialization. It is called condition, and it is called increment or decrement. I can increment or decrement. So here I want to group this array. I am doing the increment. If I run this program, okay, so it is a, sorry, I is getting, I need to print the array value. I need to do the x array. X bracket. Run the program. Okay, that's it. So it is a iterative. The only loop is an option. I can iterate. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the one of the, and what is array? It is an array. Array is a, we are array. We can do the 2 way. Here we are declaring, we are initializing the array value, or we can create an array like this. Int y equal to new you can okay. What we are doing here, this is the array x value, it is the array y value, and we are just storing from this value to this value. Okay, the simple array we can, this is the hard coded value, and there we can initialize the length of the size, and we can change the value from x array to y array.
Okay.
Okay, this is the program. This is the array example. Okay, I think it is the most basic example, and it is clear to all of you. It is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Next, we need to learn the same array. We can using the next loop is, it is a for loop. Okay. Next, we can do the program using next Java class. Same program, we are doing the do loop. Sorry, while loop.
Okay.
In while loop, what is the changes will happen here? While And while we are checking the how much while it is a I equal to while initialize int I 1 int I less than x then and we are writing this is the program. We are changing the same program using while loop. We are initializing here, we are checking the condition here, and after checking the we are doing the increment. Initialization, condition checking, and increment. This is the program using same program using while loop. This is the same program using while loop. Same program using while loop. Okay, this while loop is clear. Any question from the while loop? Any question from the while loop?
No, sir.
Next, we need to learn the do while loop. This is do while loop. Example. Okay, here you need to the do while loop. What is do while loop? Here you need to change its do. This condition will be not here. Condition will be not here. Okay, Shweta. Shweta, please say something. Okay, what is your concern? What is it? Shweta, do you have any question?
Sir, some students are asking when this session is going to stop right today.
Hmm?
Some students are asking when this session is going to end.
Okay, going to end. Okay, core Java, then I have to take another day. Okay, because of the, if the students are bored, okay, there, we need to, should we stop here today? Actually, then
As you wish, sir.
okay, core Java. Okay, let me finish.
Okay, sir. Finish up to, sir, this loops.
Yes.
Better.
We can finish at least loop. Okay, we have already covered. This is a,
Yes.
let cover.
Yes, sir.
And while we are checking condition here, while condition is I equal to x equal to length. Same program we are doing the 3 ways, and This is the program for do while. Here, what is the things? Initialization. Okay, directly, actually in do loop, it will be by default, it will go to the inside the loop at least one time. First time it will print, then it will check the condition, and then it will print. First it will go to inside, then you will check the condition, and then this is the way do loop works.
Okay.
This is the do loop. What is the difference? Okay, questions comes, what is the difference? Do loop,
Yes, sir.
it is not checking any condition. It is initialization, no checking condition. It is inside on time loop, and then it is a, if it is a condition is okay. If condition is okay, then it will be go to outside. Then if I go to the while loop, if I go to the while loop, and while loop, here the things is, it is a condition checking first, then it is coming inside. And then if it is go to the for loop, and it is a initialization, increment, and condition checking. This is a happening every initialization, then it is checking condition, then it is increment. Actually, then it is going to the entire things is happening here. So this is the for loop, while loop. And then what we need to learn, we want to do another little bit stage, that is a break and continue. Break and continue. It is a we need to check. So this is the same program. Example, we can copy this. Okay, this is all of you need to learn these things and break and continue. Okay, these are the most important part of in a Java program. Break and continue. Okay, let me describe the break and continue.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, we are suppose we are iterating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 element we are iterating, and if we notice, okay, we have already iterated done. Okay, I after if it is a 30, suppose if it is a after 30, I want to go outside of the loop. After 30, I want to go to the outside of the loop. Then what will happen? If I want to do if if y equal to I want to give a statement here, break. I'm giving a statement here as break. Break means actually the moment it will get the break, you are learning here break. Break statement means it will go outside of the loop. Actually, then it will not execute more. Okay, the moment it will get the 30, 40, 50, 50, 25, it will not iterate. Let's run the program. This is the very simple example of break statement, and break is most useful. And many cases already switch case statement we have done. We have implemented the break statement. Just notice it is a 20, y equal to is 30. Okay, actually only if condition we need to check in different. It is printing 10, 20, 30. Okay, and then when it is getting the 30 and it is a checking, okay, then it is getting the break statement. The break statement means it go outside of the loop. It go outside of the for loop. Okay. So that is the implementation of break. And if we copy this program, another program, continue. We need to learn the continue.
Yes.
I ought to we are writing instead of continue.
Okay.
It's a continue. Example of a continue. It's a continue, and actually you print like this. Notice what will be the impact of this program. What will impact? Actually, the moment it will get the 30, it will not come to here. Actually, it will go to the again in the beginning of the loop. It will not go
Okay.
outside of the loop. It will go to the beginning of the loop. It will go beginning of the loop.
Okay.
The moment it is getting the value, this it is executing, it is printing. The moment y equal to 30 it is getting and it is printing the continuous statement, again it will go to the here. Okay, just what will happen? It will go to the continue of the loop. Okay, let me check. One, two. You understood it? Now you will understand the example. Okay, this is the example. Actually, it is iterating. Okay, but the moment it is getting the 30, actually now 30 will not print. You will notice that 30 will not print because it will not come to here. Before coming to this line, before coming to this system.out.println, it will go to the continue. So it will print 10, 20, 40, 50, 25. It will not print 30. Okay, just check. Okay, just notice that it is not printing 30. Why it is not printing 30? Because when it reaches to program like if y equal to 30, then it is going to the continue statement. Continue, it sends the control to the loop beginning. Again, it sends the control to the loop. It will not allow to go to the control next line. So that is the example of break and continue. That is the example of break and continue. And only last things that we cannot, so that is a last things we will learn, that is called features for each loop. We are using for each loop in array list to iterate the array list. Okay, so then how for each loop, okay, we are learning basic core Java. Definitely we need to learn. This is the last topic, for each loop. Next, this is the last program. Example. Okay. In for each loop, actually how we have iterated value here. Int I equal to 0, x equal to length I plus plus. Then this is the way we are iterating. We cannot iterate in this. We can iterate using for each loop. We can iterate in using for each loop. And how to write in replacement of this? Let's change int you are not required to hear I. Okay, we are writing the as directly. Right. This is the way we are iterating the for loop. We are iterating earlier. We are writing the in I equal to 1, then condition checking, then plus plus. Here, if you notice, we are not doing anything. We are writing int z equal to x, and we are printing z. Let's see the program output. Okay, and this is the output of the program. So it is the same thing is happening.
Yes.
Same thing is happening, but we are not writing anything initialization, increment, decrement, condition checking. But this is the one of the beautiful features. It comes into Java 1.5 onwards. Okay, Java 1.5 onwards. This is called. It is called enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop, or it has a left for each loop. It's called for.
Okay.
Each loop. This is the things we have covered up to decision making. Okay, definitely we can take another one Java class to cover rest of things. But my question is, we have done so far very simple 15 program. 1, 2, 3. Every programs are very simple purpose. Okay, a particular purpose of the learning. Every simple program. My question is whether today am I able to make very simple answer in a very simple way. I am able to give the knowledge of very basic fundamental Java. Okay, this is the one step. We have done up to 15 programs. All 15 programs are crystal clear to all of you, and those who have not
Yes.
definitely ask them to view those video also. It will upload in the YouTube. Okay, and let us them everybody go through the. I think after it there will be no question for any fundamental things is not clear. Next,
Yes.
definitely next class what we'll cover: class object, interface, and multiple inheritance and exception handling. We'll take another core Java class. That will be better.
Okay.
Another core Java class.
When, sir? When it will be taken?
Let me check the tomorrow as usual. We'll continue. Tomorrow will be the last class of the JDBC. Tomorrow will be last
sir.
class of the JDBC, and
Okay.
after tomorrow. And actually plan next, if it is required in Thursday, we can take the another core Java class entire to cover the core
Okay,
Java,
sir.
because
Okay,
I want to make every people in core Java. Then I want to one day take the entire code go through from basic to all. We want to do the code go through again, and then we can start the advanced Java. Okay, it is clear to all of you. Actually, this is the way, because the moment we will go to the JSP server will start. That time we do not have any time to back. Okay, the moment we will reach to the advanced Java, then if anybody asks, I do not know what is for loop, really it is very tough. Okay, because of the advanced.
Now it's clear, sir.
Okay, but then let it clear, and we are expecting to start next week. JSP server will cover, and we will start the project. Okay, ma'am, please try to take the initiative to send to all people. Okay, those who have a basic core Java is not clear. I think this video will.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. And how many attendants today? Can you see the count of the attendants today?
Right now the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16. Right now the count is 16.
16 is the count. Okay, okay. And total who have filled up the today's Google Drive actually attendance sheet?
17 including me.
Okay, 17 including me. Okay, okay, no issue. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And last day I have noticed count was around 30 around, no, the count.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
30 around.
And no issue. Let's forward this basic Java. And actually, if I take the first day this Java, and I think attendance
Yes.
in place, no issue.
Okay, sir.
So we
Good.
are closing the session for today, and all
Yes,
of you go through the entire things what we have earlier covered. And okay, immediately you set up everything in your machine. Immediately you set up
Okay.
everything, and we in that group we are always reachable. Come to in the group. Okay.
Sure. Sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.